A lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, it is. Evil,
Knievel.
not our real names.
Nailed it.
Oh, you want me to do my bit? Okay, here we go.
Who are those guys?
You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent.
That might have been too much, man.
Put the headphones in and hit play.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you got us. Are we hot? We're hot?
You are. You got the military look going over the.
Thank you.
Over the wait. You know, uniform.
We're in uniform. Just
Yeah.
Can we make adjustments to the uniform?
Some exciting news, Ryan, for you
Is there?
and me.
Well, let's remind them why they're listening, because welcome to A Little Independent, the podcast where two friends talk about independent, obscure, just plain weird movies. My name's Ryan.
And I'm Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Ryan.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Oh, wait. It's going good.
Ooh, extending the Kathleen, as I think we'll start to call it.
Joan Wilder?
Joan Wilder.
She went a little far that time.
That's a, if we had a sequels movie podcast, we could talk about, whether that's unjustly or justly a hated movie and all that kind of thing. But
And if crocodile boots or alligator boots are politically correct these days.
I think sure.
There's swamp people. They
Oh,
catch
that's true.
gators
And
every
animal
week on
rights,
TV.
of course. Yeah. Well, you said there's big news.
Yeah, I'm in the works.
News.
A new uniform for us. As in we're gonna go executive, or polo shirts with our logo is in the works to be made.
That is awesome.
Hopefully soon.
Polo, not a sponsor of the podcast, by the way.
Style of shirt.
Yeah.
It won't be that brand.
And if by this point we do have a clothing sponsor, I hope there's nothing that's conflicting. So we can go back and amend those kind of things. But that's exciting.
We can erase that shit.
What's making me really thrilled about what we do in this podcast is, and maybe I just get more affected by things as I think of them within this framework, but I've become more disenchanted with big movies. And I just watched, and a little late in the game, admittedly, for the date, but I just watched the new Candyman and recently watched the recent Halloween, and they kind of let me down. And I normally, maybe I'm getting older, I'm less forgiving, but
What, you're 28.
Exactly. Did you just go way back to episode 1?
Right. We're 28 forever.
Oh, that's right. Forever 28.
Another t-shirt.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one.
Because there is a Forever 21
There sure
franchise.
is. There sure is. And doing it 28 makes, zero sense in any way, shape, or form, but I'm in.
It's the date of my birth.
Oh,
28.
excellent.
So that's a good number for me.
Well, what about the date of your conception? That's a little more
I have no
poignant.
my
They
parents
didn't
weren't
tell
as
you?
open
They
as
didn't
you are with
just-
your kids.
Oh, yeah, we remind them every year. Walking through that day.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Wow. So I really just, and I realized that I didn't hurry to see the new Black Widow. And when I saw it, I don't think I really liked it. Haven't watched it
Yeah.
again.
I feel like my work is done here.
Well, I think you hear that, from people and especially, actors and folks in movies saying they get disenchanted with big blockbusters. That's
Yeah.
why they do independent movies and I've heard other people and friends of mine say that they don't care about blockbuster type movies anymore. But we haven't started the Book of Boba Fett. And this is a new TV. Now, if you would have told 13 to, I don't know, last year ago me, that there was going to be a TV show about Boba Fett,
Yeah.
I would have pissed myself daily until it happened.
Because waiting for the moment.
He's that's the pinnacle character, although there's no reason. He doesn't do anything particularly cool at all. And it's this iconic, maybe it was the first, the special way they released a toy, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not rushing to see it. There's a new Hawkeye show, part of the Marvel thing. I don't care at all.
Yeah. So maybe it's a little overdone.
Yeah.
And special effects can be overdone.
I'm
too.
scared though. scared. Look at me. I'm afraid because
That
this
you
could
won't like
lead to
it?
me not even caring about the next Fast and Furious movie, and I can't have that.
No,
But
I don't think you're in danger.
that's why I think, and because it's great, today's movie delighted the everlasting shit out of me.
Oh, I was worried.
Were you really?
Well,
I could see why, actually.
it's so, I don't want to say student filmy, but you know what I mean. It's so low budget. It's
there was
so
a moment
low
I was
equipment.
very worried, but we'll get into that.
Yeah,
so
but before
take
we,
us through
before
it.
we launch here. Well, Trailer Park Jesus is the movie. But I do have something. We have a special moment, Ryan. Not just the last one, but there being the time of year that it's been. So Christmas Day, I came down and under the tree was this package,
Oh, gee.
and this wrapped Christmas package. And could you read who it's to on there?
To Ali from Santa.
Yeah. And it was under my tree. So I figured maybe Santa left it there with me because, he didn't want to interrupt all the family stuff.
Right,
You know,
wow.
because you got the little ones. And so I'm going to give you the honor of opening this
Oh, gee.
and, in a little description. I'm very curious. I
Okay.
wonder
Wow.
what this is all about.
Wow.
And it is our
Wowee.
1 year.
Now, hopefully, this is not a gift to
Yeah.
somebody named Allie that you stole, and you're revealing a
Oh, yeah.
mean streak right now.
Oh, that could
An
be
unprecedented
terrible.
mean
Well,
streak.
it's kind of like a 1 year anniversary thing too, right?
All right.
With it being the first of the year.
All right. Well, this is a United States Postal Service priority mail box. And
Well, the
it's-
elves sometimes run out of, boxes they have.
Yes. Yeah. And it says, now we will always have ... on the outside. And when you open the inside, oh, Monte Doro.
Monte Doro.
Monte Doro's on the inside.
Now we will always have it in the studio with us.
Wow, whatever it may be.
What? I was wondering.
I
Yep.
can't believe you.
This is-
How did you found Monte Doro was inside this box?
Santa knew what we wanted,
Wow. You know what?
and he delivered.
I do believe in miracles. Who would have thought? Well, I think the folks in our movie today probably also believe in miracles a little bit, at least now. But
Yeah, so Trailer Park Jesus. I was on YouTube one day, and
metal detecting.
Just scrolling through, what they were recommending, and commercial breaks in between the football and that kind
Right.
of thing. And down in the corner there, on one of the videos I'd watched, I just saw that title, and then I saw it was a movie, and I'm like, oh, I have to watch this just from the title. That was and then I got the first. Right in the beginning, I almost shut it off.
Can I tell you that shocks me a little bit that the title appealed to you?
Well, when there is a crazy title like that, you got to check it out. Remember,
Yeah.
I did that one with Bigfoot. What was it called? Bigfoot Girlfriend or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I'm
That's
like,
right.
I said, all right, with a title like that, I'm going in. And
Interesting.
of course, the
Yeah.
cover was ridiculous. This monstrous figure. hovering
Yeah,
over
this one
the-
with the cover, it kind of surprises me. That's cool.
I don't know that I even saw the cover because it was a little YouTube.
Oh,
but
I had a visual. I didn't bring it, but we'll put it on the Facebook page. The cover is probably the most independent cover we've done as well.
I'm trying to remember what. So I saw the movie poster. Right?
It's the couple, as it were, as we find out at kind of the end of the movie on the top, but it's just got all of the kind of festivals that it was in.
Yeah.
So you have all the, there's probably 30 of the little florals all over it. So when you look at our logo, and hopefully people equate what's going on there, it just seems like the most Ali cover we've ever done.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it's
And-
just got tons of them. Sometimes they'll be discreet, and kind of it's like, fuck you, we got all these things. We're putting them all on
Yeah, well,
because it's the bottom half of the cover.
5 of them were awarded. That's the ones that I wrote down.
Yeah.
And then I saw that, like you said, they're all over the place. But
That's really cool. This again, what I know about you, it seems a little odd, but I'm glad you picked it. And the description of the film, per IMDb, is when a college student becomes stranded at a trailer park in rural Mississippi. He bargains his way home with a sheet of LSD.
Exactly right.
Well, that's interesting because I didn't flag him as a college student, and he does become stranded. But I didn't get a whole college thing. I didn't get the.
He does say he goes to school in New Orleans.
Yeah, in New
at one
Orleans,
point
that's
in
an
the movie.
interesting connection to this filmmaker, and so I have questions about that. But it is billed as a comedy romance. What do you think about that?
Yeah, the romance is
I do.
perfect, spot on. Yeah,
I agree with that a
it's
lot.
just
actually.
a goofy, fun. It's super. I mean, think student film. Think no budget. Like basically a camcorder or a DV. Probably But you know what? It made me laugh.
Yeah, and it as odd as this may sound, it's a feel-good movie.
Yeah.
And contrary to any movie about this subject matter, vis-a-vis white trash, whatever you want to say it, rural trailer park, it's always negative and dour and ugly. And, maybe there's a few exceptions. Joe Dirt, maybe if they're in a trailer park, or Bloodfather, that's one example of it's just intense. It's not sad. It's just angry, that trailer park.
He was in a trailer in,
but it's just, it's the idea of it was a feel good movie set in a place that you never really see feels goods.
Yeah. Well,
in general.
And they definitely played off. Well, they even showed that some of the cliches aren't cliches.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there is that. So we have, again, a very independent film in all aspects of the term, but it stars Garrett Smith. And I know we do our normal rundown, but had you seen any of these people in anything before?
No, but there are a couple of surprises that some of them got into.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you caught it or not, but if you didn't, it'll be fun to have you
Garrett
guess
Smith
which actor
plays Jesse. He's only got 4 films to his credit, and that's his best known are those 4. Trailer Park Jesus is one, 2 shorts, one called Chaosity and one called O'Connor, which I sadly is not like a documentary on the character of Brian O'Connor from the Fast and Furious saga. But it looks interesting. A man wants to biologically improve his body and will take whatever means necessary to do so. So I thought that sounded kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then he's also known for a movie called Furious in Alabama, which has ties to other people in this film. But what's interesting about Furious in Alabama is the poster says Alabama Dirt.
Yeah.
Do you ever, because
Like
there's
wasn't
a
there
few
a shovel
movies like
on it
that.
or something? Yeah, I saw that too.
And it's kind of like, the one I remember is a movie with Dolph Lundgren called I Come in Peace. And it sounds filthy, I know, and I'm sorry, but you flinched first. And it's one that I tried to purchase recently, and it's billed in most places as Dark Angel. And so I got the Blu-ray, and the inside of the Blu-ray has a like an alternate cover.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that is marketing, or the studio takes over and just renames the thing. I think you hear stories like that. That's kind of interesting. But in Furious in Alabama, it also stars Leslie Easterbrook. Do you know who she is?
I don't.
That's
I do not.
Sergeant Callahan from the Police Academy movies. The Blonde.
Oh, okay.
Which
I know who that is.
I just reflected on that now. Callahan. So they took, the most infamous cop from
Right.
Dirty Harry,
Yeah.
and named the kind of big, tough, demure, buxom blonde.
Yeah.
That's-
I
that
doubt that
strikes
was
me
a
as funny.
coincidence.
And she plays Mother Firefly in The Devil's Rejects, and the sequel to House of a Thousand Corpses. Jesus, God. Sorry about that.
You know who he reminds me of? The kid from the 70s show.
Garrett Smith reminds you?
Yes.
Which one?
In this movie. The main kid.
Oh, yeah.
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 He was
Topher
in The
Grace.
Predator.
Topher Grace. Yeah.
I knew you'd know the name. That's
Absolutely.
why I just,
Yeah, that's a great one.
that's who his demeanor, his dress. That's who he reminds
Topher's
me of.
best performances by far, aside from Predators, Oceans 11 and 12. Anyway, also starring Brent Philip Henry as Luke, who's also in the aforementioned Furious in Alabama. Notably, he's in a couple of really stellar movies. He's in a movie called Drive Angry with Nicolas Cage. If you don't know it, you should. He's in Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Okay, you got it.
He's in a movie also directed by this director called Let's Rob the Cheese Shop. Did you?
I did watch it.
That looks phenomenal.
I did watch it.
And this guy who plays Luke is also in Roe v. Wade, a 2019 movie.
Isn't it Roe versus Wade?
Oops. Yeah, sorry. Not the correct title. Roe versus Wade.
Or is it Roe v. Wade?
I said it the way the kids are saying it, Roe v. Wade. And anyway, get who stars in Roe versus Wade in 2019. Jon Voight, Jamie Kennedy, Joey Lawrence, Corbin Burnson, Greer Grammer, Kelsey Grammer's daughter, John Schneider. Know who that is?
Yeah.
Bo Duke or Luke
it
or one of
fits
the
right in with the Alabama.
Robert Davi, Steve Guttenberg, William Forsythe. All of those people are in this
hang out
movie.
with all those guys.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
And this gentleman is also in a movie that I love, and I've talked to you about, and you'll never watch. But one of my favorite sequels, Happy Death Day to You.
Uh-huh.
He plays skydive instructor, and I watched that this afternoon preparing for this podcast. It also stars Michael Dardant as Paul. I'm just going to say it. Almost, I think, movie stealer. Paul he's an interesting guy. He's in a 2010 short film called Where Strippers Go to Die.
And I desperately tried to find that.
You did.
It can't get it.
He's in another film called What the Truck. Early uncredited role in Big Mama's House 2. This guy. If you look at his IMDb, he's best known for Focus, that terrible Will Smith movie. And he's the writer of a TV show called Bourbon Whiz, which sounds like you've had too much bourbon and you have to piss.
Yep.
But eight episodes in 2013. Also stars Danny Coleman, who just makes me just love Dabney Coleman and think about him even more. Sarah, she's best known for NCIS New Orleans.
Sarah without an H.
Yeah. Because the evil Sarah's
the evil Sarah's in the beginning, yeah.
And also Michael Dardant, the guy who plays Paul, also was in NCIS New Orleans.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre.
This is a tight group. They're all in a lot of the same movies together, at least the indie ones.
Yeah, and that comes up more and more often.
Hey, I know somebody.
Yeah.
I know somebody.
It has to be that way.
Oh, yeah.
Or more likely,
I know somebody that'll do it for $10.
Cheap. Yeah. Exactly. Her first film is called 12 Rounds, and she was credited as Hot Tub Woman. And this film, on the cover,
I could see her in a hot tub.
Yeah, absolutely. It's from the director of Die Hard 2.
No way.
And the producer of Speed.
Well,
now, so 12 Rounds, she's Hot Tub Woman, and it should say, why doesn't it say like from the director of Ford Fairlane and Deep Blue Sea? And it's Rennie Harlan and the guy who produced Speed, or the people who produced Speed.
Yeah.
Then we've got Shanna Forstall, who plays, again, definite movie stealer, Mary. 65 credits to her name also in Let's Rob the Cheese Shop. She is in a crazy Nicolas Cage movie called Left Behind.
Yeah, she's also in one of your favorite movies of all time.
Oh, Olympus Has Fallen.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And she got that gig right after this movie.
Yeah,
that was the following year.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty cool.
Written and directed by Sean Girwin, writer of Let's Rob the Cheese Shop, co-writer of Oh Ship, It's a Family Trip.
Let's Ride the Sheep.
Let's Rob the Cheese Shop. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I'm finally having a stroke, and this is the end.
you were just combining two words. Yeah.
Oh, it's happened like 9 times.
That's a different indie film. We have to.
And he also did 2014 a film called Last Spring Break, which was also written by and starring the guy who plays Paul, Michael Dardant, and a short called Just Foot Massages. So this guy's really got an interesting...
He's just got the 3 movies, and they're all free on YouTube, on his YouTube channel, Backyard Shed Films. And then, there's the shorts, and he's got some 48-hour film project thing on there, but all 3 of his movies are on there for free.
Yeah.
So
And
that's kind of cool.
what
And so
artists have
I'm
to
in
do.
complete agreement with the show stealers. Paul
Are
and
you?
Mary
Oh my God.
were phenomenal.
And cast as husband and wife. I don't
Yeah.
know if that was intentional because there's not a lot about the casting process that I found, but
right.
it just, man, did they work. The two of them in this
Both
movie.
they're just very natural
goddamn
actors.
delightful.
Yeah.
And in two totally different ways too.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
tagline,
Missouri.
there was no official tagline I found, but from the poster, so the full description that I just read earlier is on the poster. And on the actual poster bottom, it says based on a true misadventure. So that I think would be the official tagline. So
Yeah.
based on a true misadventure.
Okay.
No budget info, no worldwide gross, and a breezy, easy 1 hour and 20 minutes,
Yeah.
but generous.
Now,
If you take out credits and you take out extraneous hallucination scenes, this movie's probably, I don't know,
an hour.
60 minutes long.
Is it more fun, do you think? Now, see, I watched it. I just picture, so on YouTube, on his channel, this movie has just shy right now of 6 million views,
Wow.
which definitely qualifies it as a cult film without
Well,
question.
I purchased or I rented it on Amazon. It was $1.99, and it's one of those movies that I think you're surprised maybe to find on there.
Yeah.
And that was the only other way
No,
that I found to see it.
Yeah, YouTube, the Chicago Comedy Film Festival has it on
Yep.
there. He has it on there, and there's a few others. But
Yeah,
you can, if you rent it from Amazon, at least he'll get a few bucks. you know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
The most of the festivals that it entered, it seemed to win. So winner of the Audience Choice Award at the Chicago Comedy Film Fest, winner Best Feature Film at the Indie Gathering International Film Festival. I think that's a new one for us on this podcast.
Yeah, yeah. And I was wondering, I forgot to look it up where that
didn't either.
is. We'll have to do that.
Great job, team. Here we go. Bringing our A game. Winner of the Audience Award, New Orleans Film Festival. So just a lot of ties to New Orleans with this director, with these actors. This movie was filmed in New Orleans. So I wonder what the connection is there because, it's set in Missouri.
It is in Cleveland.
It's set in Cleveland, Missouri, but it was filmed in New Orleans.
Yes, and there's 2 locations listed: New Orleans and Port Allen,
Louisiana. L.A.
So,
if you wrote down was
I think
Louisiana.
it was Cleveland, but in the movie, I think they say she's.
I
when
actually
he's on the phone.
Yeah,
she's
she
telling him
says
Cleveland.
Missouri to St. Louis, which is where he's going. And so, unless I have this totally wrong,
I was
but
thinking it was Cleveland, Louisiana.
I'm wondering if Cleveland, Missouri is even a real place because
Yeah.
I'm like Cleveland, Missouri. I thought it was a joke,
No, they drove by the street sign
like trying to
with
make
the
it
arrow, so
the
that
point that it's all the same. Cleveland, Missouri.
yeah, that has to be real
Well,
because
here
there
we
was
are
a street. There was a street sign
in
for
unique, different interpretations of the same thing. I found it to be like a hilarious.
it. I was
written joke.
completely sober when I watched it, so
I was
do we have a different take, or were you?
no, I had
That's
I
a
was
lot
doing,
of eyes there.
I
Now,
was
if
doing
I was
some work
interviewing you,
research. I was doing some work research. Did you know that Trailer Park Jesus is the name of a Glass Jaw song?
yeah, because that damn thing kept coming up every time I was
Oh, you
trying to
did?
get the movie to come up. I kept getting this little record player,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what the hell is
Yeah,
Glassjaw?
I wondered if that would come into your periphery. I do not really enjoy that band or that song, but
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it, but
Yeah.
it keeps coming up.
well, the movie starts in a way that I think is interesting in that it starts with
Moaning.
what's fun for I think you, and I'll tell you this, I did watch most of this with Jess. So what's fun about
She's
that
like, of course Todd picked this.
is it goes back to maybe an older episode if y'all remember Most Beautiful Island,
Uh-huh.
and my wife saying something about it possibly being porno or something, and you being a little upset about maybe offending her sensibilities.
Okay.
So when this started, I'm like, oh boy, here we
we go.
And she just said, "Oh, whose pick is it tonight?" And I said, "It's Todd's pick, and I'm really psyched about this." She's like, "Okay, cool." And she sat down, and she was like homesick all day, and so I don't think she was her full, but I think it meant that she's like, she understands now. She understands the movies we do, and sometimes they're a little bizarre. But this starts with the ambient sounds of female pleasure and funk and sexy music.
Yeah, jazz, little jazzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think about movies that start that way because there are a bunch. The only one I could ever think that starts with sex is Basic Instinct.
Yeah. And that one is a real... Well, this
But
scene
this one
sets up the whole movie as well.
starts with, I think this film has the one grand distinction, at least in my movie watching history, is the first time a girl breaks up on screen while a guy's eating her out. And it sounds like he's doing a pretty fair job.
And we could stop the episode right now, and a lot of people would watch it because of that.
Should we wait?
Just because of you saying
Should
that.
we give it like a week or so and then
Should we-
maybe reconvene?
See if it's at 7 million views?
But what that says to me
But
is
we were going to the movies tonight.
yeah, and I wonder what movie they were going to see because there's a couple of times movies are referenced in this film. I think it's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
But they established a distinction. All right, and I wonder from a writer's perspective, like, did he conceive of that and then build a movie around it, or it's just kind of one of those fun scenes.
Yeah.
That,
So the director did say in the behind the scenes video that it had been written for a while and it was just waiting for a trailer park
Waiting for the
that
right
he could
trailer
film
park.
it in. and then they found one. I guess we're going to rented the trailer park that you see. They rented that, and 80% of the cast and crew lived there in those trailers, which are, when you watch it,
having just wonderfully vicious orgies
on a bulldozer.
with a bulldozer.
Yeah.
The hell, this is
is that
a
his
movie
name?
about LSD and we should get into
But
it maybe.
how indie is that? He writes this thing. He rents this little
Yeah.
trailer park.
Never
that
is
is
like a lot of people stayed in character and they look around
Yeah.
a little nervous, like, that guy over there maybe fucked an Ewok or something.
yeah. That if you watch the behind the scenes, there is a
Out of context,
there
that
is
may
a-
be odd, but
there is an Ewok fucker among them. Yeah, somebody that
well, there's the T-shirt. Anyway, we have this unique distinction opening scene, and a girl breaks up with her fella who's by all accounts servicing her, acceptably. And she says, "We have to break up," and that just struck me as really funny. And
yeah.
and I was in at that. You know how sometimes we talk about having to be in, and I will say I read a lot about people saying the beginning of the film was slow, and I did not feel that at all. Just say that right off the
Yeah,
top.
I did because I almost shut it off the first time I watched it.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Not at all for me.
I mean, a little bit beyond this scene, but it was just really, really dry, and the actors were just, they weren't experienced
okay,
actors.
I'll tell you when I was nervous because I like the opening, I like the music, I like the
credits. The credits
yeah.
were kick ass.
Great credits, and
Yeah.
that we'll thank Andy for our love of credits.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
But you have this fun little opening scene, and then you cut to the next scene, and it's him post breakup with two of his girlfriends. Let's say it looked super bad.
yeah. And again, I think those were just two people that were around there. They're not trained
I know.
professional
Again,
actors.
Just
Those two
everything
girls,
about
but-
it, like the the sound changed,
Yeah.
and again, knowing you,
It was very student filmy at that point.
if it wasn't, I would have been probably monumentally let down at that one transition of the scene because
Yeah.
the quality looked like it changed so bad.
Yeah.
If it wasn't your suggestion, I may have fallen into a pit of despair. But I didn't because it was you, to be honest, because I know you don't suffer movie bullshit like I tolerate. So
Well, I'm proud of myself for hanging in there.
and it took me to get past that scene. And in that scene, he talks about how he's been broken up with, and they say he's too sensitive, and he just says, "I can't be mean by nature."
Yeah.
And I just start, okay, dialogue seems a little corny. I see in the foreground that pizza. Now, I can't tell you how much I wanted to eat that pizza, but in retrospect, how gross it probably was. So
Well, that's every college dorm.
but I didn't get college at all out of it. And that's maybe
Yeah.
And so that was your
it
take. It
was.
wasn't mine at all.
Well,
It
I don't
just
know
looked
if
like
it's,
Tommy
if I got that.
Wiseau. They borrowed a set from Tommy Wiseau from The Room, but it was you. So and it just kind of, it didn't really go back to that level of what looked like low budget again. Little pieces of it, but and maybe it's because most of the outdoor locations were all real and.
Yeah, it cuts to him in the car, and then it's a flashback with the other two girls. But so, what'd you think about him for his breakup spending $400 on a sheet of 100 hits of acid?
Well,
That's how you get over a breakup in New Orleans.
I suppose that
Or you take it home to share with your friends.
he got fair market price. I mean, right now, that's $10 a hit because later he sells
But
at cost.
Each fish, he says, is 4 hits. So when he's cutting those things
Some
up,
of his math is a little off, but traditionally it's just 100 hits, $10 a hit, $400. That kind of added up. So I guess, maybe was he hornswoggling them a little bit? And all their
they just
tolerances
said
were way
that.
low?
I don't know.
Yeah, because typically it's 10 by 10 and it's 100 squares. Why do we know this so well?
We
Is a blotter.
you're educating me.
So have you ever,
is it eye or blood? That's later.
have you ever done LSD? I think people may at this point
No,
want to know where
I
we're
haven't,
coming from.
except that I told you that one incident I had where
And you
I
can't be
smoked a
incriminated
joint
for a
on the
podcast.
bus and then had all that stuff happen in school, which I think so it was laced with something, and I haven't touched the stuff since.
All that stuff, when you woke up in the bathroom, the girls' bathroom.
A lot.
And
Yeah,
you
there was
thought
definitely something mixed in there. Either that or my body said no to that.
All right, I have. I've done. I have had my fair share, and I can empathize.
Did you go on
with,
stage? Did you perform on stage while?
No, I've not. No,
Okay.
never. No.
Because I wouldn't be able to do it.
There's no way. And what I think is funny is he is a pretty square Midwestern white. His shirt's
he's
kind of plaid.
He's as 70s show Wonder Bread as it gets.
And I think that's an interesting commentary because not everybody who takes acid looks like they take acid. So that's why I think the juxtaposition for the film, when you have to have this contrast between him, city boy, rich boy.
Rich kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you were a rich boy. You got a phone.
You got a phone. Oh, wait, I thought, yeah. And he keeps saying he's not a drug dealer. And what's funny is...
And yet...
The metaphor in this movie, I mean, it's all over the place. It's almost too literal, but him dishing these things out and people kind of being drawn to him.
Yeah.
It's kind of like his power. And I wonder if he'd have an identity crisis without it, because all we know of him through this film is people's love for him because of this acid. That's it.
In the lowest
As a
level
person, he's
income-
kind of a zero. He's kind of douchey and a little whiny, and
I mean, this
too fixated with his mom. He kind of sucks, and so
yeah. Well, he's not tough enough, right? He's he's talking to himself in the car about that the whole way.
he's relentlessly
And
nice
then-
too, though. He's a
and then
kind
there's
person.
the scene back where he's flashing back in his mind with the two girls,
Yeah,
and they want the acid, and he gives it to them. And then they ask him, and they're both really hot looking college girls, right? And they've each got a hit of acid, and they're asking him to stay and do acid with them.
yeah.
He
leaves
says,
a three-way.
"No, I have to get home to mom."
He leaves a
or
three-way.
whatever he said. So that was like another example.
Either he's oblivious or intentional, or he intentionally left a three-way opportunity to be on time, for his parents. But the girls earlier, and what I think is kind of foreshadowing, is they talk about hearing about a guy who took acid at Mardi Gras and he disappeared.
Yeah, and they show the whole story,
And they say he painted half of his face. Now, is that not foreshadowing to the end of the film with what happens to Luke?
right? Yeah.
Anyway,
Except they know where he went.
well, he goes away. He disappears.
Yeah. Well,
Who knows if he's taken to prison?
the Braveheart makeup.
So he is, as I understand it, Jesse. Now I'm a little confused because Jesse is moving back home. Is that what's happening? He's breaking
it's
up.
summer break.
It's summer break.
That's what.
And he's going home for summer break.
Sarah with an H that breaks up with him
Right.
says that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's summer break.
And I love, he's in his car. So the mommy issues, the mommy fixations are fascinating in this movie.
Well, mom's calling him,
Yeah.
a lot.
But he has this
So,
conversation
very
with Paul
control.
later, and they have this similar, like this mommy issue scene. But he's talking to his mother, and again, I started to get a little disheartened. Okay, so there are 2 times.
Yeah.
When he's talking to his mom and he's going through in graphic detail every turn he's going to take. So I'm going to go left at Wakefield, and then I'm going to over the Lake Pontchartrain affect blah, 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 which is an estuary connected. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Connecting
It's
to the
almost
Gulf of
like
Mexico.
the filmmaker was like letting you know that this is a real place.
But way too much.
Oh, yeah.
Like they needed to pad this movie for minutes. I know it. You can tell in indies sometimes for budgetary reasons, what have you.
Yeah.
But him going ad nauseum, well, I'm going to back out of the driveway, Mom, and then I'm going to go left on Clark and then up on Lewis and then down on Vanessa. Well, I went down on Sarah. It didn't work.
Yeah.
If this was a live
Well,
show, that might have worked really well.
Yeah. It's kind of like drinking the milk on the nightstand.
Yeah.
I just re-listened to it. Is that
Yeah,
bad that we
we're just
re-listen to
calling
our own
back a lot of
episodes?
episodes right now.
Well, it's because we're
and
queuing them up.
And then I'm right back in the movie when you can clearly tell the mom's nagging and worried about him. And he says, Mom, they won't bury me in an earthen dam.
You need to quit.
Like this list of things. And
you need to quit watching the documentaries. And I've been binging on true crime lately. And that hit me so funny because that's what
yep.
That's where your mind goes when you're watching all those shows and the terrible shit that happens out there. You're like, no, stay on the main roads.
I'm guessing the director maybe has a mommy thing.
Well, look at Russ Creek.
Similar.
What happened to her when she got off the main road?
No. And if there was more singing, you can just go back and take if he lost his car, he could repo it, and they can have a genetic opera.
Oh,
We should cut that.
are we?
Yeah, that was way too clunky.
No, I thought it was.
Oh boy,
you
you
felt
know what? We should turn the lights off on the podcast right now.
we are. Every episode has a theme to it. Today is selfless plugging of our own
Yeah, there you go.
programs or other people's movies, actually.
Yeah. We get to what I think is interesting about the movie. Another interesting thing is we get to a gas station, and who knew the gas station would be such an important part of the movie? Because this movie really kind of takes you on a couple of turns. He gets to the gas station. He's in the gas station.
Oh my God,
and
the gas station.
Gas station tough guy. This guy in a leather vest
Yeah.
and a bandana. His Harley's right outside. He's got 2 cheesy tattoos right in the middle of the biceps. And he starts bullying Jesse in the gas station.
Yeah. And we're 6 minutes in the movie when he pulls into the gas station. So it takes him only 6 minutes to get to on location, and then we're there for the rest of the film. But so how you've taught me to pick things out. So you're rubbing off on me.
Uh-huh.
Goldfish in a bag in a gas station.
Yeah.
Goldfish can only live in a
bag.
and with that oxygen, 24 hours maybe, because that's what when they
there's
scoop them out of a tank, they put them in a
Bunches
bag.
of them in each bag. What was that about?
Where was the tank? What?
No idea.
What?
That's
what
a
gas station?
huge note that I have.
sells
Fish in a bag?
goldfish?
Question mark.
That was just hilarious. I'm like, what the
And
fuck?
the tough
is
guy
this?
wanted some, and the way he
wanted
bullies,
he wanted a bag of goldfish.
the way he
Was he gonna
bullies
eat 'em?
Jesse is he grabs food off the shelf and he's like, "Buy me this.
Yeah,
Buy me this."
yeah. He's being bullied.
And Jesse, true to his character, again, I was a little harsh on him earlier. He's just a nice guy. He says, "Yeah, okay, I'll buy you this," and that's it. And they get to the counter.
What you
He
doing?
tries to add the fish, and Jesse's like, "No, I'm not doing it."
He finally stood up for himself. But to be fair, he's God knows where.
Yeah.
Just trying to get gas. And this dude is way bigger than him. I mean,
Yeah.
he would just pummel him.
And he is being checked out at the counter by again, stereotypical gas station, done up, lots of makeup, lots of pink. You can see blonde and pink. And she's nice and rings him up and can tell he's under some duress, but it doesn't matter.
That's my cousin.
They see that that's my favorite. Yeah, he's not my cousin.
That's a through line.
Yeah, he's not my cousin. This is my cousin. Great writing.
Yeah.
She's great.
That's my cousin, and she's a whore. That's the through line throughout this movie.
Yeah, slut horse, cousins and slut horse.
And then, when this trailer park is the most fucking rundown thing I've ever seen in my life.
I honestly felt yes, but it wasn't dirty enough. It felt kind of
What?
homey. It felt kind of homey.
Oh no!
Maybe I've just been watching the wrong grimy trailer park movies,
Well,
but it.
People write us, email us immediately.
Yeah, I know. Hot take. Hot take.
Is it, how do you feel about those living conditions?
And he gets, what I find fascinating is, and throughout the next little bit of the movie, he's accosted by different people at the gas station.
Yeah.
A gang of three toughs, and he's having car trouble after his friends have been playing in his car for a little bit.
So he gets bullied. He goes out and the car won't start. Pops up the hood, and then all of a sudden, like all these people just show up. What's wrong?
Yeah.
Turn it over.
Turn
it over. It's the two girls.
But we
and,
find out that's Sunday Fun Day. And
Yeah.
I have a question about that. But yeah, they descend on him, and I'm thinking,
out of nowhere.
this is the worst place ever. Everybody's mean, but the second group, and they just get decidedly nicer,
Yeah.
but still kind of menacing. And the second group is helpful. They're something's up, or but it
Push
starts out
down
real
on
aggressive.
the gas,
Yeah.
so you'll flood it. Don't pump it.
But the way they're delivering it is kind of menacing. So
Yeah.
I get his reactions. I'm like, okay,
Well,
I want to go now.
Menacing in that the personal space. They're like right up there next
and
to
her
you.
frizzy hair,
And
like I would have been afraid it's like getting in my mouth.
Hope, the blonde.
I didn't clock her name, but
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, the one with the jean short shorts.
yes, she that hair
I have hope
would have been
for her
upsetting.
character.
And looking at, and again, it's cast really well because they look, I got it.
Trailer park.
I got it.
Yeah. I thought you were so
That's
focused
just
on
gonna
your
be for
notes
us.
that
That's
that
just going to be for us. And yeah, so they're trying to help him, and to no avail. And they're like, "Well, we're out of here. It's Sunday, so that's
Sunday Fun Day.
Redneck Sunday Fun Day." So let's run down what they did that day. They planned this. So what are they gonna? They're gonna get up and they're gonna watch some dogs fuck for a little bit, probably, right?
yeah, there's goats, there's
Then
cows.
they'll throw rocks at each other, maybe. Then,
Play in the sewage
Yep.
pond.
and then at 12:30, we're gonna harass / kind of help a city boy at the local gas station.
Well, they
Then get a
their
blow pop.
opportunity.
Then go
They-
home. And we even know, Reefer, Doof, or Boof does meth. So
Yeah, they see a city boy with his hood up. They're gonna
yeah,
they're gonna descend upon him.
but that's part of their plan.
Yeah.
Sunday Fun Day, we got to go because they're clearly on a schedule. And what should we get into Missouri?
Yeah,
Because
I love it.
what's happening with
that
that?
made the movie for me. When our two boys descend. Now, granted, they have more disciple
Yeah.
names, right?
Well, everybody from here on out.
Yeah. So Paul and Luke show up to help with the
A
car.
little more affable.
Oh, they.
Still a little menace, I felt, but more affable.
Yep. Yep. Just very. You can tell they know about cars, and
Yeah.
he's reaching in there and
And he
pulls out-
does.
They pull out the. No, it was the girls that pull out the snake. The fake snake from
So,
like
yeah,
the
there was
carnival right out of the air filter.
in his air filter is a giant stuffed animal snake. And
All Mardi Gras themed.
We get to aesthetically, right now we've kind of seen the gamut. We've seen the frizzy hair, we've seen the big blonde hair, we've seen the mullet. So now we have kind of a gas station worker and a 70s roller skater ultimate fighter.
He calls himself retired.
And if that's not a thing, 70s
retired
roller skater ultimate
70s
fighter.
porn star is what he called himself in the doc.
All right, so we'll be a
So he's got the
70s
mustache, the curly hair.
We'll be a 70s ultimate fighter porn star doctor. That'll be the t-shirt. Trying too hard
That'll
now.
get attention.
It probably would. I don't know what it would look like, but they're gradually getting nicer, and they lean on this for a little while. You have two kind of very different rednecky, personalities,
Yeah.
but none of it seems too stereotypical. None of it seems, like it's meant to be offensive. It's just like this is, a cross section.
Well, it's what is stereotypical to this is the way it is.
Yeah.
That's
Because a lot of these things, it's either played for a joke, like everything they say is a
Yeah.
joke, and it's not necessarily. I mean, a lot of what they do is funny after
Yeah.
they start taking drugs, but they're trying to help him and trying to discern whether he's a rich boy or not. And he's just trying to say he's not. He's just trying to get home.
this is a nice car.
Yeah. Well, while it ran or something like that. But I immediately got good vibes from them.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a testament to the
Paul
acting.
is just He
Yeah.
is so good, and I
That
think he's a
actor's
comedian.
fantastic.
I thought I heard something that they said
that's
he was a
interesting.
comedian as well.
So
yeah.
we do have a familial confirmation because Paul confirms that the gal inside is, in fact, they are cousins.
Oh, yeah, he has to use a phone because he dropped his in his cup of water,
Yeah.
and
We've all been
so go in there. My cousin's real nice. She'll let you use the phone, and the other guy probably says she's a whore or something like that.
Yeah. It's a sport. Why is everybody so mean to her? There's no reason.
Any of the girls, I call them all. I think they treat them all with.
And you know,
with
she
the
lets
same-
him use the phone, and you know the phone there is out of minutes, and she gives him her cell phone, the last minute on her cell phone.
Yeah.
Which that's a beauty. I mean, to
Right.
somebody in an area like that, that's just sweeter than you.
Well,
right?
he calls his mom right after to let him know he's going to be late,
Yeah.
and Sarah delivers the line that made me laugh out loud. I think the first time was when
yeah.
he's like, no, they're all real nice, and she says, if you don't get off my phone, I won't be, or if you use up all my minutes, I won't be.
Yeah.
Just, I didn't deliver it as well, but he only had a minute left.
And I think he does use more than a minute, and he says, "I love you" to his mom, and she is taken by that. I thought that was pretty sweet.
Then the romance begins.
Yeah. And, you know, Jesse, he says to Paul, my mom's a bitch. Because they have this conversation about moms. And I'm thinking, oh, that's kind of interesting. So that's where the mommy issue came.
Okay.
But, and maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just having I'm projecting my own things in there. I don't think my mom's a bitch, but yeah, I felt that was there somewhere. And I thought it was in the Rich conversation. But they established that, what is with that chair in the gas station, by the way?
I don't
There's
know.
just a wooden chair just sitting right in the middle of the aisle.
Oh.
And I wonder, just staging, like,
That's where the guy sits that scoops the goldfish from the pond in the back with all the green stuff on top of it, puts them in a bag every morning and
Yeah.
just sets them on the shelf because people either
Yeah.
swallow goldfish whole or feed them to some type of piranha.
yes, that is true. I grew up with a kid who had piranha as a real pet, and that was the
Yeah.
coolest thing to see. him feed the
I
goldfish,
cannot. So if we ever get to talk to any of these folks that were in this movie,
Yeah.
and do a follow-up podcast, I would that's my number one question. Where did that come from? Is that a real thing down in? Why are the goldfish just sitting on the shelf? in
Well,
a bag?
outside of the gas station, it says 4 things on the window.
I wrote those down too.
Whoa, it's meant to be, buddy.
Look at this, and I wrote
Does
them
it
down
really
exactly
say?
how it was on the sign:
Yeah, me too. Shells, grass,
tackle, and shrimp.
shells, grass, tackle, and shrimp.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what you get when you go to this gas station, and it's a real gas
And so
station.
they're
and
figuring,
that's the real writing.
you know, his car's not going anywhere, and these 2 gentlemen say that they're going to take him back to where they live and help him out.
And then we have a little trailer park montage.
Trailer park montage. And again, it shows the not so niceness of it. You've got air conditioning units piled up on top of each other and fires, and but there was something almost a little homey about it. I can't explain it.
Sewage dumping, a pond covered in green slime.
Yeah.
A field with, I don't know, was it goats or cows or something?
Yeah, there were goats.
Yeah.
And it, again, all that kind of stereotypical kids with no shoes on running around, and it looks
Yeah.
like,
Well, there's nothing to do, but you figure where they're at, it's extremely hot.
Yeah.
So those window air conditioning units are going to be used up constantly. And then when they're no good anymore, you just throw them in a pile
make them
somewhere.
a fire pit.
You gut them out and then they become
Everything's
a fire pit. Yep.
at the trailer park.
Yeah.
But there is this kind of communal aspect you find that maybe is what's so charming about it. But they get to Luke's house, and I love how the comments like he's proud of his kingdom.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have much, but he's proud of what he has.
Yeah.
And in that whole, and this is where you're starting to look at the dynamic between Paul and Luke, because typically, there's going to be one extreme personality and the other, and it does kind of suss out that way. Paul is kind of the more even one, and Luke ends up the more like the wild card. I thought it would be the other way around.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But Paul wants to introduce Jesse to his wife, which
Yeah.
is sweet. Got a
Yeah.
few minutes to introduce you
Yep.
to the wife.
Yeah. And Paul delivers this line. They, back at the gas station, they come up with where he's from, and he says Missouri, and like the way I've always said it, and it's not actually said that way. And now he's like, Misery? And they're
Misery
like,
keeps
Missouri.
coming up. Yeah.
And then he kind of became his name. This is Missouri.
Yeah.
And this is really cool because last night on YouTube again popped up an interview of a Civil War veteran from 1929 who was actually in the Civil War, and he was fighting for the South. It was really short, so I watched it. And in that interview, he was in 2 battles in Missouri, and that's exactly how he said it. And this was 1929, and it was a Civil War veteran. So it's been called Missouri for a very long time.
Is this because people are just too tired to say Missouri?
No, it's just us
I
Yankee
think
boys.
they just ran out of that man.
Us Yankee boys
tired.
mispronounced it.
That Civil War man is tired, and he just went Missouri.
So you're from Chicago. I'm from Detroit.
Missouri.
I've always heard it called Missouri. How have you?
Missouri.
So it's just us Yankee boys mispronouncing.
Never thought about it. And it always just seemed almost like a colloquialism in a movie. Missouri.
Yeah.
To say it that way, but
well, how do they say it in Winter's Bone? Shit. Because that's where they're at.
I think
they're in the South.
I don't know if they actually said Missouri.
Do they even actually? They probably don't name the state, do they?
Yeah.
All right, people, go to episode.
Yeah.
Whatever that one was, and let's find out.
Yeah, that's a few ago.
Yeah. I'm sticking with a theme.
Oh
We started
my gosh!
it.
Well, if
I'm staying with
anybody
it.
turns into a zombiever in this movie, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, that's our new catchphrase. The answer to all your problems in life, any question you have.
Yep.
Zombievers.
Zombievers. Paul brings Jesse back to his abode, and here's where it got Looney Tunes for me.
Oh, this is and she's a gem.
The sister.
Oh no, I thought
No,
okay,
I'm
we're
starting
wait.
with
Yep.
the sister. So his sister, I'm just going to run it down. 3 kids, pregnant, smoking, drinking.
And living in her brother's tiny little trailer.
She's got these kids, and what is with the snacks in a box?
Yes.
Is that a trailer park
See,
thing?
you've
Is
trained
that
me well.
What? That was
and it's
disgusting.
like a low tray box, like a little wood cardboard box that you would put cans in.
Yeah, it was like they
Like
got
a
a
low-
big shipment of Frito-Lay chips
Yeah.
in a cardboard box, and they just threw random assortment,
pretzels.
Cheetos. There's lint in there. Disgusting.
Dirt.
Oh,
And it stays there throughout because later on, Sarah's eating out of it when she's playing Ultimate Fighter Man.
yeah. Ultimate Fighter-Man.
Yeah, is
The
that a real
hell was
game?
with that? No, I don't know. I didn't
look
look that
like
up
it.
either. And Mary, what I loved is the sister, her stone-faced, Paul's looking for his wife, and she's like, "You gonna fight? Who's that guy?"
Yeah. Yeah,
And
you all
that's-
got to fight. Kids, let's go in the back room.
The cadence of this, "You're gonna fight? Who's that guy?" It's like her brain wasn't fast enough to catch that there's another person that she doesn't know.
Yeah.
The first thing was wife. They're gonna fight. You're gonna fight. Who's that guy?
Yeah.
And she delivered it really, really well.
And when she's walking to the back room with the kids because she thinks they're going to fight, he turns to, he being Paul, turns to Jesse and he says, yeah, we don't even, that's our 4th one and we don't even know who the mother is. And she's carrying,
Who the
she's
mother?
pregnant and he says mother. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
I did not catch that at all.
Oh,
Well, Mary comes in, and this actress is sensational.
Yeah.
She,
motorcycle mama.
yeah,
Comes
that's a
in with
good
the
way
helmet.
of putting it.
Yeah.
The hair, spiky hair,
Yep.
and just fiery personality, but not unlikable, which maybe I was just really open to watching this movie, and it's what I needed.
I mean, she was the bitch of all bitches.
But, I mean, look at what she probably has to put up with.
Look where she lives.
So
She's got
she just seems like
the
her shit's together.
sister-in-law
Yeah.
and 4 kids.
Yes.
And that place, if it's got 2 bedrooms bigger than 7 by 7, and it's always hot and humid.
See, what is the most progressive podcast out of Traverse City? This one. See, this is empathizing with the true put upon character in the film.
Yeah.
This woman who has to deal with all of this nonsense around her at all times and has the looks and the personality to get the fuck out of Dodge and make it in Hollywood. I'm saying you go,
Yeah.
Mary. You get out of there, Mary. You get the hell
She
out of there.
went straight from
You-
there to Olympus Has Fallen.
Go from the bus
to your-
station.
to your boy.
No, I'm talking to the character. I know she's fake.
I went
but
meta.
Mary,
I went meta on you a little bit there. So.
Mary, or you can go to school, learn about government affairs, become an aide to the president. If the White House is hijacked by anybody, I'm so sorry. Stay in the panic room. So we have Mary.
Where
and
was she January 6th?
January 6th?
The day. Never mind.
Did I
Viking
just-
horns, White House being stormed. The real thing that happened.
Gosh, you know what? I have 9/11. That's my one date.
Oh
tragedy.
yeah. January 6th is the day
really,
that
no,
happened. I'm
it's
like,
not hanging out.
If we had Mary there on her motorcycle, she could have squashed
She
that.
would have squashed that. She absolutely would have, and look great doing it. She, a line I loved is she's mean to Jesse immediately, and she's like, and she apologizes immediately. She's like, I'm projecting my anger at him on you.
And he's like, "You're what?"
And that's it. Maybe she was unlikable for a minute, but then she did that, and I was like, you really did understand what she was
Yeah.
under. That sister nightmare, those kids, godforsaken heathens,
Yeah.
and it just has to go
Going
be-
nowhere,
yeah.
just day after day.
And so what Jesse's kind of looking to do is, try to get his car fixed possibly, but it turns out that that's not going to be the case. He just needs to get onto a bus,
Yeah.
and he's going to give these gentlemen LSD in order to compensate them for their time.
Yeah. Paul's like, "Got any weed?" He's like, "Nope. I need a ride to the bus station." He says, "But I got this."
Yep.
So they end up. This is where we get crazy.
And where it turned though, but there's a little piece where Mary takes Paul outside, or no, she's talking to Luke, who's already outside. And this guy with his curly hair and the mustache and the short shorts,
Yeah.
sensational. I love this guy. And she says something about robbing him. So these two must have some kind of racket. And that's what I thought. It may take a
Yeah.
little sinister turn. And they're like kids. They're like, honest,
You-
we like him. We like him.
You
We're
all
not
better.
gonna-"
Yeah. She's Mother Mary.
And I was like, that's, oh boy, and even if they're
Yeah.
putting her on, this is a darker movie than I thought it was going to be. Because
Yeah.
I heard about the comparisons to Easy Rider. And infamously, Easy Rider is a dark, the ending is bleak as shit. So I'm thinking, okay,
Well, that's where Paul delivers that line. He says that when he said he has acid, he's like, "You mean like the Dennis Hopper movie
Yeah.
where they go to the cemetery?"
and then he gets it wrong and he gets it confused later on. He's
Yeah.
like the Dennis Hopper movie where he knocks on the door or he's scary at somebody's door and Tom Cruise is a Marine. Like, does he mean A Few Good Men? I don't know.
Yeah, it's all part of their acid trip.
So they want to get this acid in them immediately. These two guys, and,
Yeah.
and they're talking about, well, activation is 30 minutes, the bus station is 10 minutes away, whatever. They're trying to do it,
And
the way they
Paul
have their
holds
hands
up his
out,
hands.
yeah.
Oh my God.
waiting for the sacrament.
So how do we describe this?
Well, it's like-
you're
it's like
putting
this,
your
a
cupping
hand-
your two hands together, for your
well,
little
I don't know religious stuff. You
piece
can-
of. Well, no, you're just cupping your two hands together like you're
but
catching
isn't it
water
like
out
this?
of a faucet.
I thought he was doing like it's a religious thing, like
He's like,
receiving the body.
Oh, like communion.
Yeah, like because
You
he's
know, I
putting
didn't
things on
even-
people.
Oh.
Trailer Park Jesus.
God, no, but I didn't even think of that.
How did I think of that?
I don't know.
What just happened?
We should switch sides of the table
We
right
need to
now.
We need to probably stop the podcast. We need to see if the world is continuing outside of this room.
Is it, well, you said right at the beginning. Is this how it ends?
Yeah,
Is this the end?
this could be it. Well, hey everybody, for posterity, it's
Hey,
been
don't look
around,
up.
But no, Netflix not a
Not
sponsor.
independent.
Not a sponsor. Netflix is not a sponsor, but we wouldn't shy away from it. And so yeah, they're holding out their hands.
We'll take all the money you can give us, Netflix.
Yeah, and that's why the Gatorade wine coolers.
Oh,
we
all
can
this,
talk about
all
wine
this
coolers
stuff's coming.
forever.
Yeah.
And so they want this acid. They take the acid. Jesse takes half, and I think it's interesting that he
You
decides
got to
to
take
take
half. They get all excited. 'Cause
Yeah.
it took them a long time to talk them into it.
Now I wrote down a quote, and I don't remember who said it, but it stuck out to me. Got to perm Mama's hair tonight. Who said that? Was it
don't
the
know.
sister? Like, you go have fun. I got to perm Mama's hair tonight.
Oh shit!
It was just a funny line with like.
Yeah, it was one of those other girls.
Somebody just shouted it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. An ice cream truck is established because, of course, there's a resident ice cream truck in the trailer park, which is helpful.
Yeah,
Especially when-
drives by it every day.
And wouldn't it, And now
the cast and crew said, so we're just throwing in a few tidbits from the doc on it, that really did come by, and no matter what they were doing, even if they were in the middle of a shot, everybody just stopped and ran to the ice cream truck and got an ice cream.
Yeah.
It just became a ritual for the filming. So you can tell they just had a blast making this movie.
maybe that's what I'm feeling about the warmness of the environment.
Yeah,
'cause-
the cast and crew just stay in there, partying every night,
Yeah.
making this movie. They just had a great time, and
It-
that's what independent film is all about, isn't it?
by Menon. It just felt like that should go there.
Not a sponsor.
And they they take the acid. Now, at this point, not having any point of reference, what did you think? Like, did you have expectations of what they would be feeling? Did you care? Did it matter that you didn't have a perspective on
I didn't. I
having
was just
taken LSD?
waiting to see.
All right.
But what got me is when Paul said, "He gonna take half." They got so excited that they
Yeah.
finally convinced him to do acid with him.
I think it's harder for the filmmakers to make it legit to people who've actually done acid. Because it can all that stuff can be blown out of proportion. It's not that way.
Well, you can help me then with.
I think it was
actual
pretty right on.
perspective.
I think a lot of it was
Like
really right on.
Waving the stick and all the.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you hallucinate.
the Jesus coming out.
I
of the
will say
painting.
one time I just needed to run, and not like in a Forrest Gump way, but there was a field and I needed to run, and I ran and ran
And
until
there's one in there where one guy's running around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
sorry, I was faking a flashback. Great for radio. They take the acid, so I'm thinking, here we go. And it depends. I mean, it can be like anything based on your physiology when it does kick in, but it doesn't take long sometimes.
Okay.
And
So the numbers they were giving out were realistic.
I think, pretty accurate. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
they did their research.
10-minute drive to the
Yeah.
bus station.
They go to the bus station, and the bus station's
Fucking nobody
closed.
there.
And my favorite line, holy shit, was Luke says, Paul says, maybe they're hiding. It's like, why are they hiding?
Maybe they shut all the lights off to save on energy.
He said, a surprise of some sort.
Yeah, they're just making shit up.
No, I think he really thinks maybe there's a surprise party happening right now, and that's why that the lights
No,
are
I mean
off.
the actors probably improv
Yeah.
a lot of that.
Yeah, I bet there was. It was just super funny, and this is where identifying with having the experience kicking in. So that's acid's kicking in.
Yeah.
Yes. Why you have to exclaim it, I don't know. But anytime I've done it, I'm like, it's kicking in, even when I've been alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And so
It's happening.
hallucinations can happen, and they're in the car, and I love where Luke thinks the windshield's disappeared, and then they decide to all switch seats. The switching seat scene was hilarious.
Well, he says it's really, and that's another through line. This back
Yeah.
seat's really comfortable. This
Yep.
couch is really comfortable. They just they just feel really
but
comfortable.
yes, that is totally a thing. Absolutely, everything's
Okay.
more comfortable.
So the writer director
Look at
is-
Todd. You're going on a journey here.
is well versed.
I'll confirm all. Do you have questions, Todd?
Yeah,
about taking,
I'm
taking
learning
drugs?
as we
Okay.
go. I'm fascinated.
Here we are, learning together.
Learning about the fish acid trip.
And they go back to the trailer park, and then it got sinister again because everybody, again, drawn to this acid. Do you notice this? Everybody's just drawn to it.
Oh.
So the three show up, and they're like, "This your new boy?" And I'm like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah.
They're still, I don't know how, if they're going to be
It's
tripping
pack
balls.
mentality, like that something new shows
Yeah,
up and
exactly.
everybody,
Yeah. This your new boy?
like when you drop the fish hook in the water and all of a
Yeah.
sudden all the fish come around and take a look at it.
I'm worried they are going to kidnap and just
Molest
destroy
the
this
shit
little
out of
boy.
him.
Yes. I thought, uh-oh.
He is definitely prison bait.
This trailer park has a GIMP, and they probably have a radio system
he's-
going like, get the GIMP, and
Yeah.
the guy shows up
Throw
down the
in new
street.
box. We got another gimp.
Wild Bill is probably what they call him. And
Scary.
so the
fucker.
guys are starting to really trip, and Jesse goes, he's kind of behind them because he's only taken half and he's not going to be matched. But he goes in to find Sarah in the trailer playing a video game, Ultimate Fighter Man.
And how about how Paul gets out of the car, which actually broke the windshield
Oh,
of that
yeah,
girl's
that's right.
car. He climbs out through the sunroof, moonroof,
Jezebeth.
and does a roll over the windshield and off the car onto the ground.
Yeah.
And that cracked her windshield. And then when Luke.
And we should say this is an actress in the movie who also produced it or worked on it. And
it was
her car.
it was the girl, the pregnant girl.
Yeah, it was
his sister. Yeah, that was her car.
Jezebeth.
And she called out, the people to replace the windshield, and they just let her go to town on it. But so it cracked twice when he punched it, and when he rolled over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah's gaming. She's playing Ultimate Fighter Man. Ultimate Fighter Man seems to be a game where Jesus in a cloud fights a business person.
Right out of 1986.
And she is doing the worst thing ever. She's eating out of that disgusting snack box.
Yeah.
It's on the couch this time. The kids were eating off the floor. Disgusting.
She's got it sitting right next to her. And she was a surprise. We didn't know she was going to be there. He goes,
everybody's drawn to the acid.
Jesse goes, they don't know he's got
and
it.
She's drawn by love, which is, even more powerful. If you believe Huey Lewis,
the power of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love for him to be a sponsor of this
1986.
podcast.
Very good. The sports album.
See,
you just
it's
tied
a
that up in a
classic.
nice little bow there with Ultimate Fighter.
I told you I'm hustling. I'm working hard. Mary comes home. And again, now did you have further empathy? Because now she's coming home to...
You all what did you boys get into?
Yeah,
That's what
she knows that they're
She calls
fucked
them
up.
boys. I mean, she's Mother Mary. It's hilarious.
And another really, I think, adorable line is Paul's being nice to her. And again, in general, I think he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And she said, you must be fucked up because it's the nicest thing you've said to me in 3 years.
Yeah, and punches him. Yeah.
But still kind of clever, kind of neat, and at this point in the movie, you start to see the trippy effects. And that's where I got worried that, overuse of, because one of the most effective uses of trippy effects in any film ever is in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where Johnny Depp as Hunter S. Thompson pulls up to a Las Vegas casino. He's in the convertible. And I think have they just done the ether? I don't know if he is really fucked up.
Yeah.
And the valet comes and freaks him out, and he shrieks down, and the guy's like, take the ticket. And his mouth, and then he checks in, and the lady kind of starts to turn into a lizard. That is a very accurate and super scary. God. And it's accurate.
How did that freak the hell out?
And that's when I'll talk about a bad trip or anything. That shit can happen.
Wow.
But that one's great. And so I started to get worried in this film that it was gonna be dumb or overused.
No, there's no budget. I mean, all the effects can be done probably right on your.
No, I think it was okay.
Apple computer.
I think it was absolutely fine.
Right in iMovie, right, or something like that. I mean, it was all basic, like the couch moving and the little goldfish floating around.
You could see him using it as a crutch, like, we're gonna make the spacey effects.
Right,
and take
you were
away
worried
from
it was
the
going to
movie.
go too far,
and that's all it was going to be.
Yeah.
Because yes, you do throughout the rest of the film, you do have different montages essentially of them fucked up, and it just culminates to a head.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get annoying. I was worried that would get up. Here's another, few scenes of them doing wacky shit. And because of the brevity, of the runtime, it didn't wear on, and it became more charming. And I actually would have preferred maybe a couple more minutes in this movie, which is a weird thing to say.
But yeah, it's only an hour 20.
Yeah.
So.
And I really love the scene where he gives Sarah acid because she wants some now. And I think he's kind of sweet on her. And as he gives it to her, it transitions to them on the beach. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And the guy in the unicorn hat being the preacher is the writer-director. That's Sean.
Yep. Yes, it is. So we should start clocking how many of these who are not officially in their film, these writer-directors make cameos, because I bet it's a pretty large amount.
I'll bet it is. Yeah.
Because Most Beautiful Island doesn't count because she was officially, the lead.
She's the star.
But we should maybe start counting, or maybe somebody will have already. That would be nice. But they're on the beach, and I like that fun little goofiness of it, because it's an LSD movie.
They're singing "Mary Had a Little Lamb" to Mary when she's questioning them. Is that where we're going with the? Oh no, you were on the beach. Sorry.
Yeah,
I jumped back to the park.
But they're establishing some kind of sense of fantasy. They're going to be tripping.
Yeah.
So as a filmmaker, you want to figure out how much of that you want to see. Do you want this movie to turn into Brazil or like the Congress, where halfway through it's animated and it stays that way for the rest of the movie? And this kind of runs a nice middle ground. So it doesn't get over the top and it's not obnoxious.
Yeah.
And
Nice take
I love
there.
when they're guessing what the guys are on, and Doob says meth, or somebody says meth. And he's like, nah, can't be me.
No, I can't remember his name, but that's the
The big guy.
the heavy set guy.
Yeah, his name's Doob.
Doob, like
Yeah.
Doobie. Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, can't be, I'm on it.
Yeah.
And that's when they call
And I'm all jacked up.
Sarah slut whore again. And I'm like, he's probably in
And
with that
she's
slut
just-
whore. Sarah. I'm
She's
what did
like
she
a little
do?
sweetheart through the whole movie.
She didn't do anything, but she does.
Jezebel's a different story. They
She-
got her all slutted up with the
Sarah
makeup.
does wear knee-high socks with sandals. Like
Flip-flops.
flip-flop sandals, which
Yep.
again, we can't go into it here, but
Like a tube top.
you can
with-
look at all the wardrobe choices, and I think for a low budget movie, attention to detail is important, and wardrobe's entirely important.
Well, they had two gals doing wardrobe and makeup for
Yeah.
them.
They hit it out of the
We're
park.
living in the trailer park.
So again, the entire trailer park now is drawn to him, and he begins to sell. And I thought people were going to try to rob him, but right away, the first few people who come up to Jesse, we'll pay. So they're trying to bargain with
Because
him.
he's saying, I'm not a drug dealer.
Yeah, these are
I'm not a dealer.
They're for my friends in St. Louis. They're
Yeah.
for my friends in St. Louis.
Yeah, so what, $10 a hit, I think is what he comes up
But
with.
that's the thing.
And then they negotiate.
But they talk about this movie being about him making money to get back home, and he's not. It's not ever. They don't say that it needs the money for the bus ticket ever.
No, that never
So
comes up.
that's why
That's not
it's-
an issue.
The description can be a little bit misleading because it seems like a road trip movie.
Yeah.
Like he's stuck
Oh, yeah.
and he's selling drugs along the way to get home. He doesn't leave until the end of the film.
No, he spent $400 on it, and he just doesn't want to give everything away.
Yeah.
Is all it is. But he's not a dealer.
So he is just this is a business transaction to have a nice experience and hopefully not get raped in this trailer park is maybe where he's at,
yeah, he really was a
and
high
get sweet
risk.
on a girl, and so he starts to sell his acid at cost. So, nice, just nominal business practices. He hides his acid in a stuffed animal, which is an interesting twist. But now you could say the movie doesn't really do much else, which may sound scary, but this is it.
Well,
There's more, but
they go on various trips, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of comedy. I mean,
yeah, and
it
that's
is
really,
pretty funny.
It does, and it doesn't get stale. At this point, I'm seeing the Trailer Park Jesus, the imagery and everything. It started with hands out, and he's, giving people sacraments on their tongues.
Yeah.
And in Paul has a moment where he kind of gets a little deeper, and I thought the moment where he reveals that he had land, and they had a farm that it's revealed that he and Mary lost. It was her family's farm, and they lost it to the bank.
She says, "You mean my mom and dad's place?"
Yeah.
We lived there. Yeah. So a little note I have in here that I just come up. So Sarah, who you were just describing with the socks and all our cute blonde, reminded me of a young Amy Smart.
Really?
Yeah. There were a few
I could
shots
see
in
that.
there, and
I
I
could
just
see
like,
that.
especially the way she looked in keeping with our theme, Scotland, PA.
Yeah.
The Amy Smart in Scotland, PA resembles the Sarah in this movie to me. I thought they looked a lot alike.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that old guy in the
Did we hit every movie
in the
yet
trailer
we've done?
park, he had the skin of the wolf, man. That guy was like,
Oh yeah, the what was his name? The wild. I got it. He was wearing. There was some sheep out back, and
we have to acknowledge it. This can't be a subtle thing. That Skin of the Wolf episode 90, whatever it was. But we have, as the trip, intensifies for people, more religious imagery in the wine coolers. We have to talk about wine coolers.
yeah, and I really thought he might be dead when he did those wine coolers. No, did I get the title wrong? I thought he never really died.
No, he never died.
Okay, good.
You could. He never
Episode
died.
2.
Episode 2, right? The Luke is just pounding these wine coolers, and at one point he's like, "I'm going to get another wine cooler." Now, this wine cooler you could say is a glass, appropriate glass bottle with red Gatorade in it, right? Is like the red of Gatorade.
Yeah.
Again, Christ's blood, I'm sure. and he goes into the. And you know what I like? I like a good.
That was very subtle, Ryan. You didn't
All
break
that
tone.
bullshit.
Christ's blood, I'm sure. Wow.
And I like a good refrigerator POV shot. You know,
Yeah.
that must be fun.
Especially with and I'm out of wine coolers. He's saying to himself, and they're right in front of him.
Yeah,
On the left there, and he just can't see him.
he goes into the house, opens the refrigerator door, and there's various nearly empty bottles. One is a little bit
Yeah.
fuller.
Yeah.
And the look on his face, it's like, you know, your dad gave you your favorite toy on Christmas.
Yeah, you got
let you play with it for 5 minutes, then slammed it on the ground and stomped it with his feet. That's what he looked like. And he says something like, I guess no more wine coolers for me. And he has a bright idea. Now, these wine cooler bottles are all over the place in varying. Now, this
the
this
kitchen
is making
counter,
me gag,
and it's
like,
this
right
is
now.
like with the pizza.
So
Those have been there for days.
So he gets the bright idea. You see it in his face. He's like,
Yeah.
haha. And he grabs one and he pours a little bit in a little bottle. And then he takes another bottle and pours that into the
Yeah.
bottle.
and it's just the tiniest amount.
So gross. Mostly just
Yeah.
spit, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's all backwash. And then he's like, "Hey," and then he fills the rest up
With
with water
water.
under the
Oh,
sink. So it's
God.
basically a bottle of water. And then he has the trip where he meets Jesus.
Yeah. And he's
And
baptized in a
Jesus-
wine cooler.
And Jesus turns the wine to water, which was his first miracle in the Bible.
Yeah, water to wine cooler.
Yeah.
That was the first one?
That was his first
It's a
miracle.
pretty good one out the gate.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
And it was, oh my gosh, it was at Mother Mary's request.
Now, are you sure his first one wasn't to make himself handsomer or something? Like, we don't know.
No, he's already handsome.
Like but what if he wasn't? What if you were, and you just
Like
didn't have the looks?
like his teeth were all jacked
and you
up.
knew you had the power to do something, and you're like, first order of business, fix this fucking face.
Well, that would be ego related and not a part of his persona.
But he's just a guy, you know. And
But
he had a good
It was
sheet
that,
of blotter acid on him.
yeah, that first miracle was at request of his mother.
That was
named
great.
Mary.
Yeah,
And so they kind of squeezed all that in there.
yeah, the scene where they all sing "Amazing Grace," I thought was tremendous and
Amazing.
so. Again, it feels like it maybe was organic on the set, you know, but maybe not.
It did. Maybe they did a couple takes, but how they waited for, before the girls came in,
Yeah.
and then it all came in together. I mean,
was cool.
You felt it.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. And again, they're hallucinating, they're doing all this crazy stuff, and then you have a moment of calm when you have Mary standing on the porch with the sister. The sister is smoking and drinking a beer. That's what she's doing the whole time. And Mary, I think, is kind of relinquishing control. She's like, well, all these idiots are on LSD and I just got to ride
There's
this
nothing
out.
I can do.
And the sister's like, I shouldn't do LSD, right?
And she's
I'm
looking
pregnant.
for permission
Yeah.
from Mary to
She's
take
talking
acid
herself,
while
she's
she's
actively
pregnant.
talking herself out of it. And I loved in the montage of him giving money, the music in this movie was phenomenal, by the way, too.
Yeah.
And I think people will, because there is a period where there's no music, I noticed. And then all the music starts again when he gets to the trailer park. But for a long time, there's no score, clearly,
Yeah.
and there's no music. And that's why I think the music later is so important. But everybody's giving him money, and like,
And that's what really gave it the student film feel in the beginning that I was talking
yeah.
about, was because it
Yeah.
was just.
I mean, there was some sound issues and
there was-
things,
yeah,
but no score, no
but
music.
no ambient, no
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes
Nothing
sense.
even diegetic to the scene, which is odd. But so people are handing him money, and there's going to be like a rubber band in there and screws and
Yeah,
like
they're just
a
like-
spring.
Basically, like what that counter looked like with the wine coolers on it,
Oh, it's hilarious.
just and the chips and the
Now,
the box of goodies.
now we have things escalating, and finally, gas station tough guy, he decides he's going to get some. Now, did you notice when he does the same time exchange, which I love?
Yeah. Yeah.
And where did he get
Like-
the money from? Did you notice this?
Well, not only that, because he wanted
No, he
everybody
put-
to buy him stuff.
Well,
where'd he pull it out of?
Where did he pull the money out of?
Shit, I don't know.
Next time you watch it, he's like, all right.
Oh my gosh.
And so I don't know if that was intentional, like he
Yeah.
got it like from under his ball bag
Yeah,
or something.
Ryan gave me a visual, but I'm going to let you folks
I didn't go that
watch it
far
for
down,
yourself. Well, a demonstration, if you will.
And things are escalating now. Gas station tough guy's taking it, and
Now everybody's whacked out.
Luke, his journey is my most fascinating journey in this because he's talking about training for fighting, and a lot of scenes he's shadow boxing in the background.
Oh,
but
yeah,
now
yeah.
he's taken his ultimate fighting persona to the next level,
He's come up with his name,
and he has his name.
and he yells it and basically scares the shit out of the other actress.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she jumps, but
Yep.
she stays in the scene. But you can tell when he
Yeah.
when he yelled his name out.
He's the mind explosion,
yeah.
the most perfect, like tripping on acid name, the mind explosion.
Yeah, and
Holy
he
shit!
and he demos it with his head, with his hands
Yeah.
exploding out
Yep.
of his head,
And all this, and through all this chaos, I think, again, from a writing perspective, it's great as you have a little bit of a love connection, burgeoning between Jesse and Sarah, and that's
Yeah.
kind of keeping things rounded. Although they're both now high as
and
well.
don't you want Mary to like Paul? Like, don't you want her to like?
Yeah,
At
but
least I did. I'm
she
just like,
doesn't have the fucking time
I'm like,
right now.
well-
she's putting fires out literally. I'm
Yeah,
sure
you
pulling
have
people's
given
pants up.
acid to every damn person in this trailer
Like,
park.
stopping
You need
people
to go.
from having sex with animals. She has a full plate right now.
Yeah.
Let alone
Do you
everybody.
think every
trying-
trailer park has a Mother Mary like that?
I
A matriarch
as
that
far
has
as like
to,
the allegory of this, it's perfect. But I like to believe yes, they all have a fairy.
at least this is a really small one.
a fairy trailer mother or something.
half a dozen to 10
Yeah.
trailers from the
I think
1960s.
natural selection makes that happen. I think if a trailer park is together enough,
Uh-huh.
a matriarch will rise.
Okay.
And hopefully she doesn't take a turn and turn into like a drug king heiress
It's a little
and,
long for a t-shirt, but it's brilliant.
and turn into the bad guy in Dread. Anyway, awesome movie. Go see Dread.
I thought you were talking about Still with Dreads.
This kind of, it all morphs into, kind of a romance between Jesse and Sarah, and they have a little first kiss moment, which I think is nice. And they transport back to the beach.
And he says, true to his character, not like any 1960s, 70s male actor,
Yeah.
who would take charge and grab her by the back of the head and take the kiss. He asks her, "Can I kiss you?" Which is what Jesse would do.
He is a nice guy. And we know he's got a little skill in the oral department, so he's bringing something to the table.
We think that Sarah with an H got there. It felt like she did.
More of the melee, which I really enjoy. Mary is saying a couple of them have painted their faces and they're dancing their way towards town.
Yeah.
And again, they're not, but they're all molesting a bulldozer and
Yeah.
and all painting each other. And again, not in a
And
very
she
sexual
is
way at
so-
all. It's
so angry,
she's really angry.
Yeah. You have got to go.
And when they're all on the bulldozer and hooting and hollering, did you hear a Wilhelm scream in there?
Ooh.
I think
You
there
did?
is. I did. I did. I wrote that down. Is that a Wilhelm scream? But I don't know. So I
Okay.
don't know if you picked it up.
I didn't.
And thusly, is that public domain now, or like what would it take for an indie film to try to?
Can you
How
give us
expensive-
your rendition of it? Can you?
No,
Lean back
that's
from
one
the
I
mic
could
and
never
just
do.
let it rip?
No, I could never do that.
All
one.
right. I can't either.
I think that's and there's a great story about how the Wilhelm scream started. What I find interesting is they reference when Sarah and Jesse are talking and they're saying that they actually just legitimately like each other. They reference the Quickie Mart, which is from a whole bunch of other movies. So that, and is the Clerks place Quickie Mart?
Good
Or it's
question.
Quick Stop.
Because I
Maybe
did
it's Quick
reference
Stop.
this movie
Shoot.
to you that it reminded me of Clerks a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's something else actually. I assure you we're open as the big
Well,
sign.
I mean,
yes.
the movie itself, did it feel kind of similar
Like
to
Clerks?
Clerks? One location.
I know, because Kevin Smith's writing is so unique and
Okay.
so kind of him and meta and Insider. And it's almost,
Okay.
you look at the early
I
Kevin
see
Smith
that.
movies and in this, it may sound like a knock. It's not meant to be, but people don't really talk like that. You may have one person in your group who talks in movie metaphors and have the eloquence of some kind of, street corner Yoda, but not everybody does. So if you go back and watch Clerks again,
Which I haven't in a long
scrutinize the
time.
writing a little bit.
Okay.
Like really think, is this reasonable dialogue? It's fun. It's great to listen to, and it's similar to Tarantino. Same thing. Do people really talk like that? Fun to listen to, but is it totally realistic? This actually felt, even more.
They were living with the natives.
They were living with. Yeah,
they were They became one of them.
and who knows? And now we kind of have the film hitting to a head with the exclamation of bounty hunters are here.
We're gonna be on TV.
Oh God,
We're
yeah.
gonna- Nope, no cameras, ma'am.
And
Just
that's
looking for
the first, of course. Yeah, we gonna be on TV. Now, these poor bounty hunters. We find out they're there to find Luke, and that actually has something to do with my clip.
I was been waiting. I'm like, man, this is going and going. I thought maybe you didn't have a clip this week.
We've done clips towards the end before. And,
I just been really curious to what your clip moment was.
So here's where you have the budget show up, because if this is, and again, these are what they're, I don't know the nomenclature appropriately, ATF or they're not cops necessarily. They're enforcing.
They're
a
bail
warrant.
bonds.
They're
bail
bondsmen.
bondsmen. Yeah.
So they're Dog the Bounty Hunter essentially.
Yeah, and they're dressed just like them.
And there's 3 of them.
And the girl has got the super tight T-shirt on
that just says Bounty Hunter in black letters.
And when she introduces herself in the documentary, she shows it. She kind of points across her chest and then says, "I'm Bounty Hunter
Holy
number
shit.
3."
It's funny.
And of course, it's a skin tight T-shirt. She's got big old boobs.
Old?
And,
I don't know if they're old.
She was showing them off. Yeah.
Yeah. That struck me as really funny. It was either a budget thing or it just was intentional, and that was.
Well, they
really
had to
funny
have
me.
the T-shirts made. 3 of them.
That is true. And you got usually if you only make 3, you have to pay
At
more.
least $30.
You pay less if you buy in bulk. But so you're kind of wondering, hey,
consumer tip there.
What's the deal with it? They're looking for Luke, and Luke runs around the corner and runs into Jesse and Sarah. And this is my
full
clip.
on Braveheart face makeup.
Yeah, and
except it's black and white.
What? And he's in face paint at this point, and there are a lot of things to like, but I like this moment. It's not the longest clip, but here's my clip. This is Luke talking to Jesse and Sarah after the bounty hunters are after him.
They finally found me, man. Hey, what did you do? It must have something to do with my own meth lab. You had a meth lab? Well, no, but never got past the side of Sudafed, the cold medicine shit, man. I got busted 5-finger discounting that shit. That's stealing the U, city boy. And I guess I forgot about my court date. Well, let's hide inside this trailer. No. Here, I'm gonna put all that shit to rest. I'm gonna follow my dreams. I love you, man. I'm gonna turn myself in. Mama had me some fun first. One.
Now, I left a little bit of the spacey music behind because, again, most of the music isn't like that, but there was some what I think may have been score, and it was trippy, weird, music. And, it had that kind of frenetic, fever pitch thing, because after that scene, he doesn't really have much fun. He just decides to try to fight the bail people.
Well, he picks him up on his shoulders and spins him around and throws him down.
As he's getting arrested, Mary very kind of calmly walks up and she's like, "Can I get your car keys? I need them to take Jesse to the bus station, please."
He's
and he's like, "They're in the
handcuffed.
pocket." And he says as he's being hauled away, something like, "See you in 5 to 10 years." Like he's going away.
Yeah.
He's disappearing.
But he has, I see what you're making it.
Bring it all the way back to
bringing
that
it all the way back
piece
to
in the beginning, yeah.
To the girls in the beginning.
And so all of this chaos happens, and then what I think is kind of interesting is they just got to kind of move on. Life has to continue, and Mary.
Well, Mary's been trying to get Jesse out of there, and so she gets.
Nobody
the keys.
has a clock. They're like, well, 8 o'clock he has to be at the bus station. They're like, it kind of gets dark around 7:30, so that's their gauge. And she's trying to get him to the bus station on time.
Yeah, and him and Jesse and Sarah are bringing their relationship to a culmination, and she's getting all upset that he's leaving.
Yeah,
and grabs his arm, takes the permanent marker, writes her phone number all the way down his forearm.
Yeah, that's
a beautiful moment.
Classy move.
I'm almost getting teary right now.
Mary brings Jesse to
Mother Mary.
to the bus station after what can be, I think, looked at as a transformative, transcendent afternoon, right? Everybody's changed, it feels like. Is that what it's supposed to? What are you thinking? What's happening now?
Yeah,
Because-
yeah. I mean, that was the whole thing. Jesus shows up in the trailer park and then, helps everybody go figure out their life, through the acid trip.
Well, Paul, we know that he wants to leave all that behind. So I assume he's leaving everybody. He's leaving Mary. He's leaving everybody. Luke's in prison at this point for 5 to 10 years. So a little stretch there.
Yeah. Sarah's just sitting, waiting
left
for Jesse
to pine.
waiting for Jesus' return.
Yeah.
Like we have been for 2,000 years.
Yeah. Jezebel's still pregnant, still smoking. Probably going to have some birth defects to deal with again, maybe. So yeah, everybody's in great shape. Whew. I didn't think about any of this last night. I felt like maybe we'd get here organically and find something really beautiful to say. But they get to the bus station and you have Paul in the sky juggling sticks of fire, which that actor can really do, which I thought was impressive.
Yeah.
And he's juggling fire sticks, and gas station tough guy walks by and shoves him like nerd.
Just knocks them all down.
And he's like, "Go buy me some boiled peanuts."
He's like, okay.
Okay, and he walks in.
Yeah, they just all go along with
And
it
I'm
because they
like,
don't want him to punch him in the head.
Thus is the futility of life, right? That's kind of what I took from that. Like, gas station tough guy went back to being a douchebag. Like, nothing changed. And I kind of teased this, I think, in another episode. I'm not sure. But I've been fascinated with last lines in movies. And I know I did say this in another episode. And I did not pay it forward. I did not write down the last line. But I did write down the last line of this movie.
Well, and you got me hooked. What is it? Because I don't know.
The bus station. That's the last line of the
That's
film.
what Mary says?
That's what he says. She says it first and he says it second.
The bus station. Because they're leaving to go to it, to end it. Yeah.
Admittedly late because it's dark.
Well, he was at least a savior for that one day, right? He got
I
him
know.
out of
That
there.
was a little cynical what I did.
Yeah. He got him out of their
Yeah, there
their
are
boredom.
a couple of great little documentaries on YouTube in the behind the scenes, and I recommend people looking at that. Email us at alittleindependentpodcast@gmail.com and let us know what you think of that. Because there's some really good stuff in there. I bet there's some behind the scenes or deleted scenes. It looks like there's tons of stuff that they filmed. But it's odd that they could only, I said it fell a little even too short, but there's probably a whole nother 20-minute short film in there. All the stuff that they seem to film.
There's 3 of them, 3 short ones. The band at the end is called the Unnatural Players, the 3-piece instrumental group that was jamming, and they did some of the music throughout the
Oh, that's cool.
throughout the soundtrack.
Yeah. And what I thought was interesting is a lot of these actors, some fessed up to having some prior experience with this, some didn't. The guy who played Doob decidedly had never done anything like this. He says this is the least. He said he'd probably be better identified playing a gay black man.
Yeah, he said it would
than
be easier
this.
for him to do that and he's obviously white.
If you're talking about, what it takes to act, it's one of the hardest things to do is comedy. And I think, and you go back to Charlie Chaplin doing drunk or doing high or doing that convincingly is pretty tough too. And everybody does a really nice job. This was a phenomenal watch. I enjoyed the shit out of this.
All right.
Something kind of interesting I thought was funny. While shooting the scene where Jesse finds his friends junking his car up with Mardi Gras toys and beads, Candace, played by Kira Mann, got stuck inside the hood of the car and had to continue with the scene until someone could remove her from the vehicle.
Yeah. It's on IMDb trivia, maybe?
Jesus. It's crazy. All right, we're going to end, as we do, with reviews.
Reviews.
Todd,
it's directed right at me?
No, you're very prepared today. I'm noticing I don't have anything on you. All my goods that where I normally surprise you. And the listeners, I'm sure, are feeling this as well. They're like, oh shit. So
you're not getting my goat as
right
to reference the movie.
But did you look at any reviews?
I read half of one of the first good one. And I'm sure there's, because of the budget and the way it's filmed, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of bad ones that said it was a waste of,
that's
an hour and 20 that they would like to have
a
back.
waste. Oh, okay. That's a theme that we hear. I would like that time back.
Yeah.
What are some other hits? Diarrhea in my eyes, it feels like, or I wish I was dead. We got some other classics, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I
I'd
gotta pay
rather
closer attention.
smear
to
diarrhea in my eyes or
diarrhea.
something.
Wow.
On IMDb, and this is where we get the reviews from, no 1-star reviews.
Really?
So yeah, I mean, I usually go for 1 star.
Yeah, you
and
get a 1 and
no
a
1
10,
star.
and
no 2-star reviews. So I was like, oh, that sucks. Okay.
I'm shocked
Yeah.
at that because you can see where people would rip on
Right.
this because of the low budget.
No
you know?
3-star reviews. I
You
could
think-
I could continue on.
So they're deleting them.
Maybe. The lowest I found was a 7-star, so 7 out of 10.
Okay.
I had to go to Amazon to find a 1-star review, and I got to look into if you can delete them because there were very few bad 1-star reviews on Amazon.
Maybe they just weren't a lot of them on IMDb.
Yeah, there were a decent amount on Amazon, but I found one, and it's 1-star. Review came in 2017. What do you really expect? On for our.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's the whole thing?
That's the whole review.
What do
1
you
star.
really
What do you
expect?
really expect?
1 star.
Yeah.
Well, that was insightful.
Our
I got to meditate on that for a bit.
Our 10 out of 10. Actually, no, this is IMDb. This was 9 out of 10. Like I said, I try to find, interesting, positive ones too, because the first few episodes, it just wasn't as fun reading just nice reviews. So if I can find a crazy person who wrote a 10 out of 10, I can pick them.
Okay.
So this was a 9 out of 10. It's titled Never Seen a Film Like This. I've never seen a film like this. Any darkness is in the first few minutes, and then it gets lighter and lighter. In Hollywood films, there's endless negative manipulation. Too often, I think, like Jesse's mom, anything strange is potentially dangerous. But this sunny film has made me rethink some fundamental life questions. For example, I waited for Paul to show a dark side, but it never appeared, even though he was a compelling character. And some characters about whom I had doubts, like Sarah and even the gas station bully, surprised me with their honest vulnerability. One last thought. This is the sanest film I've seen in a long time, and it's about acid trips. Does that mean that our culture is far crazier than an acid trip? Well done, guys. I'll be watching your other work. Wink.
Nice.
And there you go. So this
I
is
like
the
that
sanest
guy.
film this person's seen in a long time. And I think this is a question to leave with our listeners and each other.
Yeah.
Does this mean our culture is far crazier than an acid trip? So these are the questions that this film is asking. And I'm glad to have been on this ride. And thank you for it.
And did you tell me what Jess's reaction was? Because I don't remember.
She did find her peace and sleep about 28 minutes into the film.
Oh, so you clock the the time when how far she makes it into the movie.
Yes, that
Okay.
seemed oddly specific, but yeah, it was about that. And I think maybe because at the time she fell asleep, I paused it to go refresh a snack or something, and it was 28 minutes in.
Nice.
But she asked how I liked it, and she said it looked pretty low budget. I said, yeah, that scene in the room looked low budget, but I said this movie fucking rocked. It was awesome.
Yeah, and we're certainly independent.
Yeah,
Like I said, this is as independent as it gets.
Yeah.
You one location.
we'll beat it. But so far, I think, this really takes the cake.
I can see the
takes
look
the
in
cake.
your eye that you have one
Well,
already in the
well,
pike. That could be.
We're not trying to hurt ourselves, but anyway, everybody, thank you so much for listening, and we appreciate you. Your feedback is welcomed. A little
littleindependentpodcast.com and facebook.com.
a little independent podcast at gmail.com and all those other things. But Todd,
Oh, did I mess it up?
no, it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's
Nobody's
okay.
messaging us anyway. We're still sad. We've done this so long and nobody cares. Boo.
Oh, Ryan, you need some acid. You need.
Yeah, we do. I'm
you
going to
need
take it
that
later.
Sunny side.
Going to take it later and go bowling.
All right, and Ryan,
Yes, Todd.
we will always have
Monty Doro.
Who are those guys? You'll love it. It's just a little independent.
Love it. It's just as
Like-
independent. You're about to say.
You'll love it. It's just a little independent. You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent. Yeah.
love it. It's just a little independent. Like it's just
Like
a
I'm
little
introducing a
independent.
movie to you.
Like you're about to.
All right, yeah.
It's just a little independent.